Rain fell in thin, tired threads across the city. Detective Aaron Miles stood outside the old post office. The sign above the door swung weakly in the wind. Inside, dust hung in the air like forgotten secrets. He showed his badge to the clerk. "I'm looking for a letter," he said. The clerk frowned. "We have millions, detective. This one was never delivered." The clerk raised an eyebrow. "Name?" "Eleanor Cross. Mailed in 1989. The clerk's face changed. "That's an old case, sir. You might want the archives." The basement door groaned open. Cold air crept up the stairs like memory. Aaron descended, flashlight cutting through webs. Boxes towered like tombstones of forgotten words. He found the file marked undelivered, 1989. One envelope sat inside. Yellowed, sealed, addressed to Detective Aaron Miles. His own name. His heart froze. He wasn't even born in 1989. The handwriting was delicate, deliberate. "Who sent this?" he whispered. No answer, only the hum of old light bulbs. He slipped the letter into his coat. Upstairs, the clerk was gone. The building was silent, deserted. He stepped into the rain again. The letter pulsed in his pocket, heavier than paper. At home, he placed it on his desk. Steam rose from his untouched coffee. He hesitated, then tore the envelope open. Inside, one page, and a photo. The photo showed a man standing by the same post office. His face was blurred, but the outline was familiar. The note read, "Don't go to the warehouse tomorrow." Signed, Eleanor Cross. He checked the postmark, March 2, 1989. Tomorrow's date was March 2. His pulse quickened. "Impossible," he muttered. He searched the database for Eleanor Cross. She had vanished in 1989. No trace. No family. No remains. The only clue, an abandoned warehouse by the docks. Exactly where the letter told him not to go. He went anyway. The night smelled of salt and rust. Water dripped from broken pipes. He pushed the gate open, metal screamed. Inside, silence, except for the echo of his own steps. Flashlight beam swept across rotting crates. Then, footprints in dust. Fresh. "Eleanor?" he called. A whisper answered, "You shouldn't have come." He spun around. No one. The beam landed on something shiny, another envelope. On a crate. Addressed to him again. He tore it open with trembling hands. Inside, another photograph. This one, of him standing in that very warehouse. Taken seconds ago. He dropped the photo. "Who's there?" A door slammed shut behind him. He ran to it, locked. Breathing echoed around the room. He aimed his flashlight toward the sound. A shadow moved. A woman stood there, so pale she seemed drawn in chalk. "Eleanor Cross?" She smiled faintly. "You finally came. What is this? Who sent the letters?" "I did," she said softly. "Before I died." His skin went cold. "You're not real." "Neither is time," she whispered. "You were there that night, Aaron." "What night?" "The fire. The one that killed me. I wasn't even alive then." She stepped closer, her eyes shimmered like broken glass. "You were," she said. "You just don't remember." His ears rang. "You were the boy they saved. The one who never knew why." He staggered back. The boy from 1989. You took the letter I wrote. You promised you'd come back. His chest tightened. No, that's not possible. Time kept the promise for you. She placed a cold hand on his shoulder. Now you have to finish what you started. She handed him a burned photograph. In it, Eleanor, young, smiling beside a child. Him. He felt dizzy. The walls trembled. Fire crackled somewhere distant. The warehouse, he gasped. It burned down. Yes, she said. And it's burning again. Flames erupted from the floorboards. Smoke filled the air. He grabbed her hand, solid, real. Come with me. I can't, she whispered. You already did. The fire roared. He stumbled toward the door, coughing. Wood splintered behind him. He pushed through and fell into the rain. The warehouse collapsed in a storm of embers. He looked back, no sign of her. Only ashes. In his pocket, something moved. The envelope. It was sealed again. He opened it. Inside, a new note. Thank you for coming back. He stared at the handwriting. Then at the photo beneath it. The burned warehouse, still standing. Date, March 3, 1989. He blinked. Around him, the street had changed. Old cars, old lights, old signs. A newspaper blew across the road. Headline, Warehouse Fire Claims One, Saves Child. His name was in the article. Age, 7, he dropped the paper. No, this isn't real. A voice behind him, it is now. Eleanor stood there, alive, young. You found the letter, she said. I always would, he whispered. Then you know what to do. She handed him a small key. Deliver it this time. To who? To yourself. He turned, but she was gone again. Only the rain remained. He looked at the key, numbers etched on it, P.O. Box 13. He ran. The post office looked new, untouched by time. Inside, a clerk smiled. Can I help you, sir? Box 13, he said, panting. The clerk nodded and handed him a small envelope. Same handwriting. Inside, just one sentence. History repeats until the truth is delivered. A shadow passed outside the glass door. He turned, his own reflection stared back, older, worn. The reflection smiled independently. You finally caught up, it said. The light flickered. The clerk vanished. The walls aged, cracked. He was back in the ruined post office. Rain poured through a broken roof. The letter lay open on the counter. Ink dissolved in water. The words rearranged themselves. The letter never arrives, because you never leave. He stumbled back. The front door was bricked over. He banged on it, shouting. His voice echoed endlessly. He turned to the counter, Eleanor stood behind it. Welcome back, detective, she said softly. How long have I been here? Since the first letter. When was that? 1989, he looked at his trembling hands, older, ghostly pale. I never left. She nodded. But now you can. She slid one final envelope across the counter. It was blank. Write what you want to remember, she said. His hand shook as he wrote a single word, home. The room brightened. The wall straightened. Rain stopped. Sunlight spilled through the glass. He blinked, and she was gone. Only the letter remained. Fresh ink, dry paper. He stepped outside into a city alive again. A mail truck passed, horn echoing. He dropped the letter into the box. This time, it would arrive.